And hello, boys and girls. This is your old pal, Uncle Al. And we have a special visitor today, Lily in the Wow. Just a puppet. Okay, I've been scanning the dark web again, and it doesn't look too good, boys and girls. Right now, the Department of Homeland Security, yes, the Department of Homeland Security is now suggesting that everyone should have 6 months supply of food. Yeah, I know. This blog is dried food again. It's a question mark. A lot of people, yeah, I know. A lot of people trying to understand why dried food. Well, it is cheaper and easier economical source for storing away at a cheap bulk rate price. Remember, bulk rate. Yeah, I know a lot of people don't understand that. Okay, now anyway, to represent a thing is, again, the 2-gallon bucket. Okay, this is good for Caitlin Strange. Okay, yep, I know it's a 2-gallon bucket with a sealable lid. And yet you can put a bunch of these everywhere. That'll roughly hold a week's supply of food. So let's go over this again, boys and girls. Okay, we got, get stare. Well, what do you do? Okay, hold on for a second. There we go. I'll read my notes. Crazy. Okay, read my notes. Okay, enough of the puppet. I'm putting her away. She's distracting me. So, yeah. Okay, that's fun with puppets for today. But basically, back to the serious stuff, folks. And I have Dino to help me out. Yeah. Help Uncle Al. First is wheat, red hard wheat. If you can't get red hard wheat, I prefer that in 5-gallon buckets, and I do have a grinder. That's one thing Will forgot about. You need a grinder to process grains, nuts, certain dried roots, beans, peas, anything you can convert into flour. Okay? So if you can't get wheat, get flour. Next one is oats. Now, a lot of people like, oh, God, rolled or milled oats. Oh, yeah. But also, if you put it through the grinder again, you can make flour out of oats. And rice is everybody's staple. But I got to repeat this because a lot of people make this error and prep it. Okay, Uncle Han's been doing this for 40 years and he has more time and he knows what he's doing. No on brown rice, no on short grain rice. That's Asian. Okay, like Uncle Alan eats, like Korean eats. Jasmine, 50-50. Balsamic, same thing. Any rice with a hull and has oil is suspect. So you want long grain American rice. Very cheap. You can buy it in bags. Right now you get the small bags for $1.59. That's 5 pounds. That would fit in here. Okay, just repeat the process until the things fold up. Now, a lot of places they'll put oxygen absorbers in the bags, or if you don't have mylar bags, that's fine. As long as you have oxygen absorbers and it's a cool, dry place. Next thing is a lot of people forget, and as a cheap source of calorie, is sugar. Okay, and you want to fill up again one of these buckets. Easy as pie, folks. Not rocket science. Next is beans and legumes. That's beans, peas, chickpeas, lentils. Just go down the line, just grab everything, stuff it again. into a bucket. This is why Uncle Alan has a headache, because I did this about 6 months ago. Okay, another one that I mentioned in my last video is corn. Be sure it's a whole grain corn and it's dry. You can buy all the stuff at a big box store. Look for the bulk section. I have a big box store. I have two big box stores that sells me in 50-pound bags of what I need and what I mentioned. Okay, salt, non-iodized sea salt or canning salt. Now, if you live 16 miles away from the coast, you grab a bag of iodine salt, but keep that separate from everything else, and you mark it iodine salt. This prevents goiter. Okay, two, the second part. Powdered milk should be the last option because it has a fat in it. And yeah, I know, like I said before in my other video, Hubbles Cat's going to freak out about powdered milk, but it's a cheap, clean, fast way to get calcium or protein into a body, either if you're elderly or very young. And I don't want to argue about that. Okay, you're going to say plant protein, we can make plant milk and all that wonderful vegan stuff. But if we have what the Department of Homeland Security said, 6 months without power, 95% of you, not 90, 95. I read the PDF on it. Also, I read the unscripted version that was edited for public use, 95%. FEMA has 1 year to respond, 1 year. So you're out on your own for 6 months, and best thing is FEMA comes out there, give you a bag of food and some water and say, well, we'll set up camps around here and all you people who ain't dead can live in it. Okay, that bull. This is the most primary thing that I keep telling people, but I keep forgetting it. Pasta, macaroni, spaghetti, any kind of pasta that'll fit in one of these containers. Have 12 of these containers and you feed your family. Family of 4. How many calories does a pound of pasta have? 1,600 calories. Use a little oil or canned good or fresh produce, mix it up, add a little garlic. You have dinner and you fed your family. 1,600 calories. All right? Use your brains, folks. And the final one, before you get powdered milk, potato flakes. Again, unlike regular fresh potatoes, potato flakes, you can buy it in bulk. You can stuff it in these containers, 12 containers. Feed a family of 4 for 1 year. That's a 2-gallon container, folks. Now, with my stupid family and friends, I use 5-gallon containers. Because Uncle Alan's tired and Uncle Alan's mad as hell. Okay, that was basically my notes for, excuse me, that's basically the simplest stuff. Stock away the basics. Still complicated than the Mormons. I know the Mormons like wheat, honey, salt, and powdered milk. Well, mine's a little bit more extensive. Now, on the beans and legumes, I take a wide variety. I'm not, this is non-stop. Plus, I get herbs and spices. And I live comfortably. Well, 90% of America starves to death and looks like, gee, this diet really works. I could go on the American idiot starvation diet. Okay, I'm tired and I'm pissed as hell. Okay, I'm sorry this is going to be a long part, boys and girls. Yeah, this is going to be really long. Okay, FEMA estimates that the worst damages be on the East Coast, Central States, East Coast, Central States, east of the Mississippi, the plain states, that's where Will lives, uh, those areas are going to be slow to reach, especially if you live in the plain states like Nebraska. Okay, it's going to take about a year, year and a half to get to you. The other bad thing is the Pacific Northwest. That electrical system is new, but it's also kind of iffy. California. California is overextended. Now, a lot of you people blame PG&E or 7 Ed for all the wildfires. No, it's again the Democrats' fault. Sorry, Will. What's the truth? An environmentalist. You plan and put out things and stretch out hot electrical wires in certain areas that it shouldn't have been. So our system is really weak on the West Coast. Not as bad as the East Coast, which is West Coast is only about 100 years old. East Coast is about almost about 140 years. Same about my family. Anything east of the Mississippi, you bought the farm. Okay, if you live in a metropolitan area, you bought the farm. Best thing I recommend if you're African American, I read the FEMA report. If you're African American, if you're Hispanic, lead the major cities. That's New York. Let's see if I have a notebook. Heavy urban areas. Sorry, heavy urban areas. Connecticut, Delaware, New York, California, New Jersey, Maryland, Hawaii, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, and Michigan. They have a few minor states, but any place where you have over 1 million people living in an urban area, you're dead meat. If you're over 65, you're dead meat. There's 90% of the population will die within 6 months of this. Sorry, folks. You can read the PDF public version online. That's PDF from the Department of Homeland Security. Or you can read the FEMA reports coming out in about another 3 months. It takes 1 year to recover by FEMA standards to rescue everybody in the United States if we do have this major power EMP, solar flare, whatever, 1 year to recovery. Mainly it'll be non-urban areas of California be first, Southwest, Texas, the South will recover faster than the Northeast urban areas around areas of the Great Lakes. And finally, the Great Plains states. You're out of luck, boys. Okay, our neighbors in the north, Canada. Again, it'll be either coast. It'll be more like Vancouver that recovers first. While the East Coast, this side of the Great Lakes, I don't think you got a chance in hell. There's a weird study going on for Quebec. Quebec has the best chance of all the Canadian provinces. Everybody else, other than Quebec and Vancouver area, you're out of luck. Sorry about that, folks. Mexico, Baja is the best choice for survival, and certain parts, rural parts of Mexico. Every place else where it's an urban spot, you're going to die. And they say about 95%, same as America. Going to die horribly and slow. But their electrical system probably will catch up faster. The only big headache is they've been too American dependent. So Hard to say, folks. Well, anyway, boys and girls, that's my, again, dry food bit. Shout out to West Wind. A shout out to all the preppers who's that level and not Uncle Alan's level. This goes to Prepper Princess and a lot of other preppers. You don't have your dried foods. You don't have buckets of these stashed away. See, Uncle Alan isn't crazy. And everybody who's been saying Uncle Alan's crazy heard this report or been calling me, emailing me, says, Uncle Alan, can you save us? And you know what's my reply? No. I'm going to save my own book. Good luck. Good night, boys and girls. You have a nice day. Remember, gotta find my pen. Like and subscribe. Leave a comment below to Old Uncle, aka Diebulfrog79. And like I said, I promise you I would do a video. So, good night, folks, and good luck.